Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 1 of our Salacious Shenanigans Storytime Saturdays. Um, yeah. So, the story that I picked for today is one of my most asked about stories. Because it's just such a. My life is a crazy place. Anyway, but it was such a crazy experience, and it's one of those things where you kind of realize, like, I really could have been like really hurt, and even possibly died from this. Um, but because my life is full of shenanigans, I'm always like, and then I just go on about my day. Um, yeah, but this story has stuck with me for a really long time. And once I tell you, you'll see why. You'll be like, girl, you was in danger. You was in real. um, so yeah, anyway, let's get started. Right. So most of you all already know I've lived in Korea, I've lived in China, and I live in Taiwan currently. Um, so all of my most of my teaching experience has been in East Asia. So yeah, it there are a lot of different things that come with um living and working in a place that is not your home country. But for me, it seems that my life has a lot more shenanigans than most people um, that live abroad. But anyway, so the story starts in Korea a few years ago, around 2016, I think, something around there. Anyway, um, of course, wherever you go, like, you try to make friends or, find your people, right? So at that point, I thought I had found my people. And it was these other black women that I had met that lived really close by. We didn't work at the same place, but they lived really close by. And I was like, it's as a black woman being abroad, I'm sure you can imagine it's very important for me also to find other um, not only black people but black women. It is just something about it, like, not saying that I only have black friends or anything like that, because that's untrue, but in my experience I have noticed that it's very important to just have someone near you that is similar to you, especially being in a place where other people don't really, not only don't look like you, but also maybe don't have the same background as you, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, beside that point, um, so, met these women and we got along really well, especially at the beginning and everything. And so we lived in very close proximity to each other. I would say less than 2 blocks away from each other. It was very close, like a 5-minute walk, maybe. So the night was like, it was just like a regular day. And so we had all gotten off work and whatever. And one of our friends, I will call her Kay. So in this situation, Kay gives me and another friend, we will say H, a call. Because there's 4 of us total, 3 other black women and me. So the main person that this is about is Kay. The next person that's in this story is H, and then I will do a short mention of S, but she isn't really in this story, and then it's me. So Kay gives us a call in, like, the group chat, and she's like, hey guys, I really don't feel well. Do you guys mind coming over? Like, sometimes it's just like that, where you just need to be around people, or you don't feel well, you're worried that something may happen to you, whatever. And so I'm like, okay, cool, we'll come by, because it was like a normal thing for us at that point anyway. And so we decided to come over, and I had things to grade and whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll just sit and chill with you because you don't feel well, everything. So we went to her house, her apartment. I say house, but I mean apartment. And so we're sitting there and she's just like, I feel a little bit dizzy. I am like, just she just did not feel well in general. And so we were like, oh, did you eat something bad? We're like going through all the, all the normal like mom questions, like, was it food? Do you got to poop? But what do you have to do? Do we need to take you to the hospital? What's going on? And so she was just like, no, I just think like maybe I just need to lay down or something. So I suggested let's get some air, because like on her skin, on Kay's skin, you can physically see she was getting these like welts, right? When you're like allergic to something and or you touch something that you're allergic to and it starts to cause a reaction on your skin. And so I'm like, that only happens to me when I'm around dust, like a lot of dust. And like, say I've touched something like super dusty and I've touched my skin accidentally, I will get those allergy welts. And so I'm like, maybe you're allergic to something. I was like, because that's what happens to me when like I get an allergic reaction to something, blah, blah, blah. So I suggested let's go outside and get some air. I was like, I think that'll be best because even if it is dust or allergy to something in here, at least you can step outside and have a moment outside of, like your house. Told y'all there would be wine. Don't judge me. I like ice in my wine. Anyway. So we are heading outside and like I told you, I was grading books and everything like this. So I decided to take everything with me because my thinking is it was getting sort of late. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to finish these books right now. It's whatever. I will just put the books in my book bag and just finish them at home. And thank goodness that I did that. I don't, sometimes in my life, I don't know if you all have ever had this experience, but sometimes in my life, I have situations that like things are about to happen and I, in my conscious mind, am not aware of what's about to happen, right? But I will hear something. Like, I don't want to say like a voice or an angel or whatever, but it's like a sixth sense where you're just like, it's going to be better for you in the long run if you just do this instead of either cutting corners or whatever. And something just told me like take the books with you. Take all your stuff out of this apartment. And I was like, okay. Like I'm just, like listening to this sixth sense. And so I just packed up all my stuff and I was like, yeah, let's go for a walk. Like, let's just go walk around. This is when the story starts getting a little crazy. Guys, do not forget to check out the next part of this story and I will see you for our next video.